Today's news. Today's news.
10 o'clock.
This is CBS News on the Hour, sponsored by Progressive Insurance. I'm Steve Kathan. It began with a video challenge from President Biden for campaign debates.
I'll even do it twice. First, pick the dates, Donald. I hear you're free on Wednesdays.
A swipe at the off day in Donald Trump's criminal trial. CBS's Ed O'Keefe on Trump's social media response.
June and September, I'm good with those. I would strongly recommend more than 2 debates, and for excitement purposes, a very large venue, although Biden is supposedly afraid of crowds. That's only because he doesn't get them. Just tell me when. I'll be there. Let's get ready to rumble.
Well, now the two sides have agreed on June 27th on CNN and September 10th on ABC. Political analyst Amy Daly says Biden has proposed one moderator with a microphone cutoff option.
It could play well into Biden's hand if it's seen as like that strong leader who's going through line item by line item talking about, what people care about.
After primaries yesterday, the GOP could be a step closer to gaining 2 Senate seats in November.
Republicans had an unexpected opportunity in Maryland because of the popularity of former 2-term Republican Governor Larry Hogan, who is a moderate Republican.
Political scientist Larry Sabato, and in West Virginia, Republican Governor Jim Justice won the GOP Senate primary. He's looking to replace the outgoing Democrat Joe Manchin. The Biden administration proposing around $1 billion in military aid to Israel. CBS's Willie James Inman at the White House.
It includes $700 million for tank ammunition, $500 million for tactical vehicles, and $60 million for mortar rounds.
Earlier, the U.S. withheld some weapons, expressing concern about a possible Rafah invasion. In Slovakia, the pro-Russia prime minister was left with life-threatening wounds after a shooting as he left an official meeting. A suspect is in custody. CBS's Chris Livesay.
Earlier this year, he cut off military aid to Ukraine, and that's been seen as extremely controversial. We've seen protests in Bratislava, the capital, and elsewhere in the country.
Coast Guard Vice Admiral Peter Gauthier tells Congress the big cargo ship that hit and took down the Key Bridge in Baltimore could be floated and moved next week.
Today, at the 51-day point, over 6,000 tons of steel and concrete have been removed from the wreckage field. Access has been restored to the Port of Baltimore, with more than 35 large commercial vessels sailing through a limited access channel.
The CDC says the number of deaths from drug overdoses fell 3% in 2023. It's the first annual decrease since 2018. Wall Street, the Dow is up 287. This is CBS News.
Well, that's today's news. Today's news. I didn't hear any good news, did you? I didn't think so. I guess it's all about perspective. The glass is half full. Well, as always, I'd like to thank you again for coming along with me on these Dash Cam News adventures. You know the drill. Peace, love, and all that hippie jazz. Bye-bye, everybody. It's 55 degrees in San Francisco, California.